Hi everyone, this is your biology class. I'm your teacher Seema Treja. Students, in our previous video we discussed the concept of pollination. We also discussed the types of pollination, that is self-pollination and cross-pollination, and then we discussed the adaptation in plants for self-pollination. In this video we are going to discuss our next concept, that is adaptation in plants for cross-pollination. The first adaptation which we observe in nature, that is unisexuality, which favors the cross pollination in plants, that is unisexuality. The technical term used for this is declining, means the flower is unisexual, either they are staminate, in which only male sex organ stamen is present, or pistillate, in which only female sex organ carpel is present. So unisexual flower favors or supports the cross pollination only. The pollen grain from staminate flower transfer to the pistillate flower. So it favors only the cross pollination. Example in which we observe unisexuality: castor plant, mulberry, papaya. The next phenomenon is dichogamy. What happens in case of dichogamy? Maturation of male and female reproductive parts takes place at different time. Maturation of male and female reproductive part takes place at different time. If male sex organs mature earlier than carpel, then this condition is known as the protandrous condition, protandry, in which male sex organs mature earlier. And if the female sex organ mature earlier, then it is known as the protogyny condition. So protandrous and protogyny both are the condition which favors only cross pollination. In protandrous, the male sex organs mature earlier, and from the anther pollen grains are released and they reach to the other plant where the stigma is receptive. And in protogynous condition, the female sex organ mature earlier and they receive the pollen grain of belonging to the other plant. So they favors only cross pollination. This condition we observe in case of cotton, okra, that is lady's finger, bhindi, and salvia. Next phenomenon which favors cross pollination, that is presence of heterostyle condition, that is heterostyle, in which the length of the style is different. We observe this in case of evening primrose, We also observe in heterostylic condition in case of oxalis also. What we observe in case of evening primrose, two types of flowers are there. Types of flowers are present. One is known as the pin flower and the other is known as the thumb flower. What do you mean by pin flower? This is the receptacle on which present carpel, and this is stamen, which consists of the shorter filament. The style is long here and the filament is smaller in size. This type of flower is known as the pin flower. What happened in case of the thumb flower? The style is short, present on the receptacle, and the filament of the stamen is long. Such type of flower is known as the thumb flower. So both these condition in which the different length of style and filament is there, so they favor the cross pollination. In pin condition, that is, stigma is exposed and receives the pollen grain coming from the other plant through the air current. And in this condition, thumb flower, the filament is long and the release pollen grain which goes along with the wind current to the other plant flower. So they support the only cross pollination. In case of oxalis, three types of flowers are present. One is pin, other is thumb, which favors the cross pollination, and the third flower is the normal one. Normal, in which the length of the style and filament remains the same. So in this condition, in the case of normal flower, where the length of the stigma and style is same, they may favor the self-pollination, but in case of pin and thumb flower, where the length of the style and filament is different, they favors only the cross-pollination. Next condition which exists in nature favors the cross-pollination, that is prepotency. Prepotency. We observe this condition in case of peach. Examples are peach and apple. What we observe in case of prepotency, this is stigma. Two pollen grains land on this stigma, one belonging to the same flower and the other belonging to the different flower. So the pollen grain which belongs to the different plant germinate earlier. So it only favors the cross pollination. But if the condition arises the pollen grain of other plant is not land on the stigma, then it favors only self-pollination. So in this case, pollination and fertilization is assured and seed set 100% secure. If the pollen grain of other flower is there, it germinate earlier. But if the pollen grain of other flower is not there, then it supports the germination of pollen grain of the same flower. So it means pollination and fertilization is assured and 100% seed set takes place in case of prepotency. The next condition which present in nature and favors the cross pollination, that is self incompatibility. Self incompatibility. What happens in case of self incompatibility? We observe this in case of potato and tobacco. If the pollen grain from same species land on the stigma, not germinate, it only favors the germination of pollen grain from other flower. So it always supports only cross pollination belonging to other plant, only germinates. This is known as self incompatibility. Pollen grain of the same flower do not germinate on the stigma of the same flower. But if the pollen grain from the other flower belonging to other plant land on the stigma, it supports only the germination of that only. This is known as the self incompatibility, which do not favors the germination of the pollen grain belonging to the same flower. The next phenomenon is suppression of one sex. Suppression of one sex. In this case, flower is bisexual, in which one sex organ mature and other sex organ remain non-functional. So it favors cross pollination. The last term which favors cross pollination is hercogamy. What is hercogamy? We observe hercogamy in case of Calotropis. What happened in this case? There is a physical barrier exists between the pollen and stigma of the same flower. Physical barrier exists between pollen grain and stigma of same flower. What happen in this case? Pollen grains are bagged into the bag-like structure. Pollen grains are enclosed into the bag-like structure. This is the two bag-like structure which we called as pollinia, in which pollen grains are present. When the pollen grains are released or pollination takes place, they are present into the pollinia, and when these pollinia land on the stigma of the same flower, so this membrane acts as a physical barrier between the pollen grain and stigma. This is known as hercogamy, which we observe in case of Calotropis. Then later on, what happens? Pollination takes place with the wind. The air current carries these pollinia at the farther place, and when this pollinia land on the stigma of the other plant, they ruptures and release the pollen grain on the stigma. And then pollen germination takes place. So presence of pollen grain inside the pollinium, they only favors the cross pollination. When the pollinia carry with the help of wind current at the farther place and land on the stigma of the flower of other plant, that time the pollinia ruptures and release the pollen grain, and then pollination takes place, and then pollen grains germinate on the stigma of the other plant flower. So it favors only the cross pollination. So these are the several techniques or adaptations which are present in the plants, various plants, and favors the cross pollination. The advantage of cross pollination, that is the hybrid vigor is produced, genetic recombination takes place, gene pools of different plants mixed together creates the new character, variation takes place which supports the evolution. This is all about in this video. I think the concept is very much clear to you all. Thank you so much.